Some more Yu-Gi-Oh! Legacy of the Duelist. This is gonna be interesting. We're gonna play Rafael. Uh, this guy is he uh he definitely if you're a Yu-Gi-Oh fan, he definitely uh put his mark during the well, not even just Yu-Gi-Oh the Seal of Orichalco's arc. It's just when it comes to Yugi Moto himself, he, besides maybe Maximilian Pegasus and Kaiba, he's the third person to actually beat the main character in a legit duel and won. Of course, there was crazy circumstances with him tricking the Pharaoh into unlocking the Seal of Orichalcos and unleashing his dark side, which is like usually a pivotal moment in every Yu-Gi-Oh main character, except for maybe Yusei. I think Yusei Fudo is the only person that never actually had to go to the dark side. But yeah, I mean, wow. I mean, his deck is going to be interesting to try because it's basically, set around equipped cards, more specific equipped cards that help summon specific characters. And most of his cards is set around keeping his monsters from the graveyard as much as possible. So we're gonna go over his cards, and if you want to leave a comment below, excuse me, if you want to leave a comment below, how you like Rafael, what you think of his match with Yugi, and all that stuff. So let's quickly go over his cards. We got Guardian Trice. Cannot be summoned unless you control a face-up twin swords of flashing light Trice. When this card is destroyed and sent to the graveyard, special summon the monster from the graveyard that was used for its tribute summon. Okay, now we got Guardian KS. Cannot be summoned unless you control a face-up Rod of Silence KS. This card is unaffected by spell effects and cannot be targeted for attacks, but does not prevent your opponent from attacking you directly. Guardian Grawl. Cannot be summoned unless you control a face-up Gravity Axe Grawl. If this is the only card in your hand, you can special summon it from your hand. Guardian Elma. Cannot be summoned unless you control a face-up Butterfly Dagger Elma. When this card is normal or special summoned, you can target one appropriate equipped spell card in your graveyard, equip that target to this card. Guardian Yatos. If you have no monsters in your graveyard, you can special summon this card from your hand. You can send one equipped spell card, one of your equipped spell cards equipped to this card to the graveyard, then target up to 3 monsters in your opponent's graveyard. Banish those targets, and if you do, this card gains 500 attack for each monster banished by this effect until the end of this turn. Guardian Dread Scythe. Cannot be normal summon or set, must be special summoned by its own effect. It cannot be special summoned by other ways. If a Guardian Yatos is destroyed by battle or a card effect and sent to the graveyard, you can special summon this card from your hand. When this card is special summoned, you can equip one Reaper Scythe Dread Scythe from your deck to this card. You cannot normal summon or special summon monsters, but you can normal set. If this card is sent from the field to the graveyard, send one card from your hand to the graveyard, and if you do, special summon this card from the graveyard. Guardian Seal. Cannot be summoned unless you control a face-up shooting star bowl seal. You can send one equipped spell card from you control that is equipped to this card to the graveyard to target one monster your opponent controls. Destroy that target. Guardian Bio cannot be summoned unless you control a face-up wicked breaking Flambarge Bio. When this card destroys an opponent's monster by battle and sends it to the graveyard, it gains 1000 attack. Negate the effects of monsters destroyed by battle with this card. Okay, then Arsenal Summoner. Flip effect, add one Guardian card from your deck to your hand. Except Celtic Guardian, Winged Dragon, Guardian of the Fortress, Winged Dragon, Guardian of the Fortress 2, Guardian of Labyrinth, or the Reliable Guardian. Okay, we got Spirit Barrier. While you control monsters, you take no battle damage. Imperial Iron Wall, neither player can banish cards. Fu Ren Kaizan. When there's a face-up wind, water, fire, and earth monster on the field, apply one of these effects. Destroy all monsters your opponent controls. Destroy all spell and trap cards your opponent controls. Discard 2 random cards from your opponent's hand. Draw 2 cards. Collected power. Target one monster on the field. Equip it with all equipped cards on the field. If any of those equipped cards is now equipped to an incorrect target, destroy that equipped card. Then you got Wicked Flambarge Bio. Send one card from your hand to the graveyard. Equip this card to a monster. It gains 500 attack. Negate the effects of monsters destroyed by battle with this equipped monster. Twin Swords of Flashing Light Trice. Send one card from your hand to the graveyard. Equip this card to a monster. It loses 500 attack, but it can make a second attack during each battle phase. Soul Charge. Target any number of monsters in your graveyard, special summon them, and if you do, you lose 1000 life points for each monster special summoned by this effect. You cannot conduct your battle phase the turn you activate this card. You can only activate one Soul Charge per turn. And he also had Shrink. I had to do a deep dive in the Yu-Gi-Oh wiki just to make sure I get, relatively close to what his deck would be. Shooting Star Bowl Seal. The equipped monster loses 1000 attack, but it can attack your opponent directly. Rod of Silence KS. The equipped monster gains 500 defense. Negate other spell effects that target the equipped monster, and if you do, destroy that spell card. Reaper Scythe Dread Scythe. Equipped only to a Guardian Dread Scythe. It gains 500 attack for each monster in the graveyard. In the graveyards, both of them. Pile Dichotomy. Didn't know he had this. At the start of your main phase, target 3 monsters with different types in your graveyard. Shuffle all 3 into the deck, then draw 2 cards. You cannot conduct your battle phase the turn you activate this effect. My Body as a Shield. When your opponent activates a spell or trap card or a monster effect that would destroy a monster or monsters on the field, except during the damage step, pay 1500 life points, negate the activation, and if you do, destroy it. Morale Boost. Each time a player equips an equipped spell card, increase the life points of the controller of that equipped spell card by 1000 points. Each time an equipped spell card is removed from the field, the controller of that equipped card takes 1000 points of damage. Mist Body. The equipped monster cannot be destroyed by battle. Hidden Armory. Send the top card of your deck to the graveyard. Add one equipped spell card from your deck or graveyard to your hand. You cannot normal summon or set during the turn you activate this effect. Guarded Treasure. Activate this card by discarding 5 cards. Draw 2 cards. While this card is on the field, draw 2 cards instead of 1 for your normal draw during your draw phase. Gravity Axe Grawl. The equipped monster gains 500 attack. Monsters your opponent controls cannot change their battle positions. Guardian Celestial Sword Iatos. This card is always treated as a normal arms card. I did not know that when I was doing normal arms King Arthur deck. This equipped monster gains 500 attack. When the card is sent from the field to the graveyard, you can target one Guardian Iatos you control. It gains 500 attack for each banished monster. Butterfly Dagger Alma. The equipped monster gains 300 attack. When this card is destroyed and sent to the graveyard while equipped, you can return this card to your hand. I need, because none of these can be summoned without a monster on the field in some fashion that I can summon. I'm going to ditch a couple of cards. I can ditch Collected Power. I have no problem with that. Why I need this? Need to play can banish cards. I guess I can get rid of Shrink. I don't know. I'm not gonna be dealing with a lot of monsters doing any kind of, at least not going up against any decks that revolve around banishing cards. It's not like I'm dealing with what's his name, Professor Banner, which I will be doing a video for too. Okay, I just need a Guardian. I just need some monsters I can actually summon, and at the same time it fits the Guardian motif. Okay, so I got at least 4, 5 monsters that I can, well, Iron Blasphemous is not something I can just summon. I need its special ability. But these 4, I definitely need to get these things equipped so I can be able to easily summon these other things. So let's get started. I already wasted like 14 minutes already. Not necessarily a waste, because I needed to well, let's cut to the chase, because I need to go over the rundown. Let's cut to the chase and do this. But I just need to go over the rundown very quickly of how his deck looked like. And I think Rafael's the only one who actually made it out of getting his soul taken by the seal of the Orichalcos. And of course, in his if you looked up his backstory or watched the anime, he was, you know, grew up as a privileged, you know, kid with Um, yeah, he grew up kind of privileged in a way. His family was on a yacht. They were like was having like a party, his birthday party. Matter of fact, spoiler alert, by the way, it was Darts who somehow, some way, created some kind of massive storm, and as a result, caused his family's yacht to crash into capsize during the storm, leaving him stranded. Oh, why did I do that? Let me see something. Wasted a lot of that. Oh, two more fiends. Dog on it. Oh, let's start over. That was like a crappy way to go. It's like I said, I I see how he plays his Guardian deck, but you know, I'm just not used to it. It's not something that I'm. It's not something that I'm easily gravitates to. None of these equip cards is what I need right now. Shoot, now Guardian Growl. What was I saying before? Yeah, he was tricked into following darts by believing that it was the pharaoh that, you know, caused this his family to die and what have you. And it's like, I don't know, it was like a crazy machinations that led to all that. Oh, this is like I'm not getting the cards that I want. So like my brain is like knows or at least remembers how this is supposed to play, but just not like correlating. Crazy how Yatos is not immediately in my hand. Well, that's about to change. Okay, what was it supposed to do? If you have no monsters, especially you send one equipped spell card equipped to this card to the graveyard, then target up to 3 monsters in your opponent's graveyard. Balance those targets, and if you do, this card gains 300, 500. That's what the balance card. It was a slow start. Now we cooking with gas. Yeah, so when Rafael was essentially trapped on the island, you know, kind of like Oliver Queen, Green Arrow, he still had his Duel Monsters card, and you know, he got those as a gift. He got those as a gift on his birthday by his family. And it was the only thing that he had left of them when he was trapped on the island for like at least I don't know how many years that going on. He was like I don't know, maybe 8 when he was on the boat. He looked like he might be a well-toned 13-year-old by the time he was found. But Darts, like I said, pretty much set everything in motion. Could use my mirror force about now. I want to try one more time. So yeah, in the show, his you can notice that his cards was like pretty worn a bit, some discoloration, because it was like Castaway with Tom Hanks with Wilson. It's like it was the only thing that's keeping him sane. So you know he did everything he could to keep those cards safe. So that's why he was gung-ho about making sure that none of those cards are in the graveyard at all. Ugh. Forgot how difficult Yugi's cards are. Alright, I forgot. I thought I was dealing with the other equipped card that allows me to attack directly. Oh man, I'm not doing good at all. Maybe this is the way I built the deck. I'm not getting the cards that I want. Or at least not allowing me to summon appropriately. Of course. Had a feeling. You get Clara Hermos from. Better just go ahead. Let's try Bandit Keith. You know, Rafael and Valen and forgot the other guy's name. I mean, if you read the manga and the Japanese version, of course, they have some close ties to each of the main characters in some way that makes them like really, kind of hate them in a way, which is like, interesting. But the whole 4Kids and Americanized version of how things go down with their backstory, it was very, very kind of made no sense in a way. But their real history was so far as like, well, already mentioned about Rafael, which is kind of sad. I think he actually has the most saddest history and the way he just got played by darts. I mean, they all got played by darts, but his stuff was actually more tragic in a way. Valen was just kind of sort of in a way least sympathetic, because he was just some punk kid. I mean, not to say that what he went through wasn't like it was sad in its own unique way. Considering all things considering, yeah, all things considering that, you know, he was looked after by nuns after being like, you know, hey, like a punk kid, and these nuns kind of raised him and treated him like one of their own, because they were like one of those cool, tough nuns, like Sister Mary Clarence from Sister Act, not want to, you know, ain't trying to, you know, deal with no BS, but they got kind hearts and see like there's some decency in this kid. So, some mobsters or somebody was trying to run some kind of protection racket for the church, and they ain't trying to have it. They end up burning down the church, but it was Darts who was behind, because he saw how tough this kid is, and he didn't want him to like he can't have none of these nuns ruin his plans. So he, you know, got involved and pushed Valen over the edge. You know, he was trying to do right by going after the monsters, but he was none of the nuns approved of his methods. In a way, they kind of shunned him. At least that's my recollection of the subject. Shoot. And the third guy, what's his name? I'm blanking on his doggone name. Anyway, he had a thing against Kaiba and his family, more so Gozaburo. But since Gozaburo was quote unquote missing, or actually dead, he had nobody to take his frustration out on, but essentially his children. Shoot, I got nothing. Start over again. No. I forgot his doggone name. What the heck is his name? It's gonna kill me because right after this I'm gonna probably remember and it's gonna bug me. But anyway, him and his little brother was in a war-torn country. Who knows what country it is? It wasn't explained in anime. I'm pretty sure they might have explained it in the manga. At least I believe they did. And you know, in the manga, his little brother got killed, friendly fire, or casualty of war. Pretty much, not friendly fire, casualty of war. And he saw that his Kaiba's father, who pretty much was a warmonger in a way, was the root cause of it. It was his tanks. And then he grew up hating. But I think it was Darts who manipulated the situation, thinking it was Gozaburo, but it was his Darts behind the scenes. Anyway, yeah, it was like a very very sad, circumstances for him, because he pretty much lost his little brother. He didn't know where to put that anger. So he was like some kind of master of disguise in a way, because he tricked Kaiba in their first meeting. He tricked Kaiba into going back to Duelist Kingdom as in disguise of Maximilian Pegasus, who was essentially kidnapped by Darcy's goons, or My Valentine more specifically, because she was brainwashed by those guys. Shoot. So, I know it was different actors and what have you, but man, it was like when I first saw the episode, it did catch me by surprise. I didn't really expect. I honestly did not expect that. Send top card to your graded deck to. Yeah, I need twin swords. Okay, what's the deal? Oh, I still got the. He's a level 5. Forgot. Still need a. I still need a monster. I should have had my own. Well, I was about to say I should have had my own. What's his name? What was that spell card? Soul Exchange. I said I had my own Soul Exchange, but then I was like, no. Well, crap. I'm wasting my trap card on that. There we go. My Yatos. Hopefully I can get Dread Scythe. I mean, Rafael has some interesting cards, of course, but six. Leave this. Because when it comes to Yu-Gi-Oh, it's very unique when you like any kind of theme you can think of when it comes to getting certain cards, they definitely thought of it. Like that Cosmo deck that I did a while back. Yeah, I mean, with the whole Star Wars Wizard of Oz thing. I mean, it's very cool. And well, with the whole Dante's Inferno thing they had going on too, I did a video on that with the archetype Burning Abyss. That was awesome. So yeah, Yu-Gi-Oh has like a unique play style that no other definitely use this. No other kind of playing card kind of set has done before. Okay, might do one with Mako. Kind of want to summon Dread Scythe, but if not, that's fine. I just want to show you how Rafael's deck plays out. But yeah, his deck, not something. I mean, if you want to play around with your friends and try out this deck, it's more suited for casual play. Well, majority of the stuff that I'm doing so far as like by ratio, at least majority of the decks that I've been doing for these videos are more set for casual play, just to play around with your friends, not in a serious tournament style, compared to like, you know, maybe the Burning Abyss, because that was a tournament style, at least a couple of years back when that one was being used a lot and winning a lot of duels for a lot of people, which I can see why. But yeah, for the most part, most of these cards are just, you know, just fun play. But man, this Guardian deck is like very, very specific set of requirements just to do certain tasks. Shoot, I should have had KS. Doggone it. Oh, that was lucky. You never know with water monsters what kind of defense they might have. Next video we'll be doing Taya Gardner, which that is gonna be quite interesting. And she haven't played that many duels except for maybe like the first episode when she was dueling Joey, but he was pretty much a freaking novice before he really started getting his groove throughout the series. And then she technically beat Mai in Duelist Kingdom after Yugi threw the duel against his second match with Kaiba. You know, just to get him out of his little funk. But yeah, knew it. Yeah, totally threw the fight. And then Mai tried to help. She kind of like got a little perturbed by that little, thought it was some kind of insult, like, oh, I'm trying to give you some star chips so you can get back into the tournament, but oh, like you're too out of it just to not accept any help from me. Then all of a sudden there was like a whole 360 after just watching Taya duel against Mai, and you know, Mai would have definitely beat her with one card, but I don't know, it was like some kind of throwaway friendship bullcrap, you know, that, you know, got him out of it or something. It's been a minute. I really did not like this. Is one of my least favorite episodes, but that was just one of those few moments that Yugi lost a duel, because technically he did lose the duel, but wow, it was like, it was so weird. Darn it, I forgot about the KS thing. God dog it. Cause some of my Guardian Growl, and I forgot about the KS rod. Doggone it. I got at least my Guardian Dread Scythe. Let's get rid of soul charge. I need some water. Dumb move. Excuse me. Well, at least I got this on my dread scythe. Okay, well that's pretty much Rafael's deck. Not my cup of tea. It's predicated on making sure like other equipped cards is on the field just to allow the other monsters to summon. It's obvious, but I mean, here it is. I mean, I'm not like a huge fan. Matter of fact, here, what the heck is that dude's name? I'm sitting there blanking on it. Oh, that's Valen. God, it's killing me. His little brother's Mikey. No, I remember that. Alistair, my God, yeah, that's his name. It's not a common name, so it's Alistair. Yeah, that was it. Alistair, Rafael, and Valen. So yeah, I don't know. I might do something for Valen. Because Valen, unlike Rafael, who actually got some cards in this game to at least build something for, Valen pretty much have machine types or specific machine types, kind of like action figures in a way, you know, like, you know, kind of like certain, you know, military weapons kind of theme going on with his deck. Like cyber soldier, an Oni tank T-34 kind of thing, and this Air Fortress Ziggurat thing based off his little brother's action figure, kind of like Gundam in a way. But I got nothing like that in his deck. Not a, maybe like a few support stuff that everybody pretty much have, like, you know, mystical space typhoon kind of situation. But it's nothing I can build on. I don't even know if I'm gonna even do anything for Valen. Definitely not for Alistair. That's what I mean. But Valen, I definitely cannot make a deck on, because he, in the anime, he had like armor theme deck, and I don't think they ever actually made a legit deck based on his armor theme type of cards, like Big Bang Blow and Psychic Armor Head kind of thing. I was like, I can't do nothing with those two, so they probably definitely not gonna get no videos for their own, which is a shame, because especially Valen's deck thing was very interesting, and I wish there was something like that for real, because kind of like, you know, something like if Iron Man created like a Yu-Gi-Oh deck, he would have like armor themed type of cards just like that. But anyway, yeah, Rafael, I mean, hope you enjoy as much as I could show out his deck for. I mean, his Iatos and Dread Scythe are like the popular ones. I really like those two cards. And Iatos is like probably the biggest one that you can easily summon her without the, as long as you don't have monsters in your graveyard. She's very good to summon quickly, get like a powerful monster on the field quickly with 0 cost to you. Of course, you can still tribute her by, you know, sacrificing 2 monsters. But if you're at the beginning, like first round, you got her in your hand, you can boom summon her. You already got a powerful monster right off the bat. And if you have some cards to lay face down just to protect her, you are in a good position from the or out the gate. So she's a very, very powerful card. But yeah, I will see y'all next time. I will be showing out Taya Gardner and her cards, which, man, God, I can't say I hate Taya. She's just annoying. This whole friendship speeches, God, it was just annoying. It's like I could not listen anymore friendship speeches, and it's like digging in your ear is so annoying. It's like, shut up. And she only have like, oh, I take it back. She had like a legit duel, which I actually had some respect for her, at least a little bit, when she actually dueled against one of the big 5, Crump, a straight up pervert, and actually won barely. But you know, I'll talk about it once I get to her video, because she's an interesting character. It's like when it comes to anime characters, I want to bring this up now because I might forget when I do her video. In anime, I have 3 characters that off the top of my head that I just find annoying. I can't. It's not annoying, but either annoying or just, well, I can't say useless either. It was just, they get under my skin, and it's like in a way, and it's like it makes you want to say shut up sometimes. Taya, Sakura from Naruto, and Rukia from Bleach. It's not like they have like annoying voices. Taya does have an annoying voice, but it's not like Taya is just like got an annoying voice, and for the most part she served no purpose other than pretty much everybody's cheerleader, pretty much. But at least when it comes to female protagonists in Yu-Gi-Oh series, at least she's better than Yuma's female friend protagonist. by far. Because I even forgot her doggone name. She's so annoying and pointless. Serves no purpose but to just be the cheerleader. At least Taya actually took some action in duels, so I can't knock Taya too hard. But I can do it without those friendship speeches. Rukia is just I don't know. It's just, I mean, she's less useless and less annoying compared to the other, but she just, I don't know. It's just, I don't know. She's kind of like one of those, like, you need a strong female character and that's all you are. Just be strong and, you know, whatever. But I can't really knock her too much. It's just out of all those characters, it's like she's like low on the totem pole. It's like, you know, I can really do without, but she's better than Ichigo's girlfriend. She's very, very useless in a somewhat manner. She's just one of those healers. Like, here, I'll protect you with my shield. Get up, Ichigo. You can do it. Don't die, Ichigo. Like, ah. And then Sakura, and it's like, you know, she got some like really deep insecurities, man. I was like, wow, okay, because I probably mentioned this when I was playing Naruto, but you probably couldn't hear me because of the whole audio wasn't like up to snuff around that time last year. But Sakura, honestly, grow up, okay? No, you're not as good as Naruto and shoot, I forgot his doggo name that fast. Sasuke. No, you're not as powerful as those two. You're never gonna be. Just, you know, that's nipping in the bud. Yeah, you know, let's be honest. Yes, you're not gonna be as good, and hardly anybody is. You're good in your own right. It's a shame that you took you all the way until the end of the Shippuden series just to figure that shit out. But let's be honest. There's been only a few occasions where I actually liked her moments, like one when she finally grew a pair at the end of the series and then actually joined in on the fight, but I just didn't like her lines. Like, what, you think I'm some weak woman that can't handle herself? Shut up. What moment do you think they ever said anything like that to you? They always treat you like an equal among in that team. And it's like, it's not their fault that you spend most of the time googly eyed, being all googly eyed for Sasuke. And I'm so glad, you know, Kakashi put your butt right in your place, right at the start of that first training mission on the fields. Said it flat out. You know, Sakura, do you think not one time to come help Naruto get out of the little trap while at all? No, you was too busy looking for Sasuke. Because, like, you know, she was around the age with all those girls eyeballing those, except for the wife of Naruto, forgot her doggone name, Neji's cousin or sister. I think it was cousin. Except for her, all the other girls were sitting there like all googly eyed over Sasuke because he was like the bad boy and the cool dude in the school and everything like that. But Sasuke had his own thing going on. He wasn't even thinking about you. I mean, he respected you after a while and grew to care for you, of course. But you offered nothing until another moment when I actually did enjoy her moments is when after Sasuke went off to Orochimaru to train with him, and then Naruto went off to Jiraiya to go train with him. He left the village just to, you know, train, learn. So and then she finally realized, okay, I need to go to Tsunade, and she went like, can you teach me? I want to be stronger, because I played a lot of Naruto games in the past, and all her specials was lackluster. It wasn't until the Shippuden games when she actually got some decent moves. Wasn't as flashy or great to look at compared to like Naruto or Sasuke or even Kakashi or anybody, at least half the roster. But the Cherry Blossom Blast, when she actually showed some strength and healing abilities on the level, nearly the level of Tsunade, when she fought Sasori with Granny Chiyo, that was her badass moment. I love Sakura in that moment. In that moment, she was like a badass. She felt like secure. She trusted her own abilities, and not worrying about how. It's just like stay in your own lane. Don't worry about other people and how they're moving. It's pretty much how it is. That's something that people learn over time, of course. But it was just so annoying when she fall back into that little spot. When it's like, and she spent most of the time crying. And that's most of those three, well, not Rukia. I can't remember the last time Rukia even cried. I don't think. She maybe cried only a couple of times, which I kind of respect her a little bit more for that. She's low on the totem pole as characters I like in that Bleach series. But she at least has some confidence about herself and learn to handle herself, and not cry over the male character and not being just a cheerleader. She, took on some fights for her own. But it's just with Sakura, who can fight on her own, but she's too busy crying or worried about Sasuke throughout the series until he eventually came back, and then got the nerve, just to trick Naruto into crying like, I love you, Naruto. I love you more than anything. It's like, and Naruto saw past all that BS. It's like, no. And Naruto was infatuated with Sakura when they was kids, but they grew up now. He knows better. He knows. Matter of fact, he knew when they was on. He finally figured it out and knew he had no chance with Sakura. At that moment when she started blubbering, "Bring Sasuke back to me, please." And when it was on that Sasuke retrieval arc, when they was before the Naruto series ended and before it landed into the Shippuden series arc. But Naruto wasn't hearing that. He knows that she has no real true feelings. She just don't want him. She didn't want him to go kill himself or buy Sasuke just to bring him back, because she had at that point felt like, no, it's probably no way she pretty much almost gave up on him, because she almost died by the kid prior to that moment. So yeah, Taya, back to Taya. Yeah, I will be playing her. I just want to get that off the chest. I probably was gonna forget to bring it up when I'll do her video tomorrow, so I just want to make sure I explain that. So okay, now I will see y'all soon. Enough of that rant. So leave a comment below. I will see y'all soon. Take care.